guys! So the channel has officially passed 10,000 subscribers. We're actually sitting at 10.3 now, which is just insane. Thank you to everybody who has hit that subscribe button and watched any of my videos so far up to this point. So now that there's over 10,000 of you guys who are subscribed to this channel, I kind of just wanted to take a moment and introduce myself. So my name is Zach Valles. Well, it's actually not. My real name is Zach Bias with a B. I just changed my name for two reasons. One, growing up, people always mispronounced my last name. People always called me Zach Balles or Zach Balls, and I didn't really want the whole world to struggle pronouncing my last name. So I changed my last name to Valles with a V, which actually means valleys or the valleys in Spanish. The other reason is because Valles was supposed to be my actual last name. When my great-grandfather or my great-great-grandfather, one of them, came to the US customs or immigration people actually misspelled our family last name and changed the V to a B. Therefore, our last name became Bias. And so far, my family has stuck with that name ever since. I also just thought it'd be a really cool thing to do to actually change my last name to the original way it was spelled. And plus, it's just easier to pronounce. And so therefore, Zach Bias was born. If you guys are curious to know where I'm from a town called Austin, Texas. It's actually the capital of Texas. I was born here, I grew up here, and I really like it here. It's actually a really cool city in my opinion. So for this 10K special, I kind of just wanted to pretty much tell you guys why I started a YouTube channel and basically how I got into making music and why I learned music production in the first place. And in order to tell you guys that, I gotta take you all the way back to when I was 19 years old, which was the year 2015. So it was actually this year where I started to pick up a camera and start making my first videos, and where I also started to learn piano. So it was kind of like a year where I just learned a heck of a lot of things. That year, I made several videos, took several pictures, and was just really learning the art of how cameras worked and the art of filmmaking. And the funny thing is, at that time, I was a little shy about putting myself out on YouTube for the whole world to see. And so all of them are actually just sitting on my hard drive, and they're just like for personal memories now. But that's just kind of how I got started in making videos. It was just kind of like, it just piqued my interest. I was actually inspired by another YouTuber known as Devin Supertramp. He was one of my main inspirations for picking up a camera and just learning how to film and such. I was actually really inspired by him at the time. If you guys don't know who he is, go check out his stuff. His stuff is absolutely amazing in my opinion. And I pretty much learned everything about cameras from him at the time, just because he was posting a lot of tutorials on how to edit and how to work a camera. Also that year, I also started to learn piano. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to learn how to play piano. I just never really gave it my all. And so I just remember one weekend over the summer of 2015, I just sat down and learned piano over 3 days. I just taught myself a song on piano and then got the hang of it and then just kept playing ever since. So the summer of 2015, I just learned a lot. Fast forward a year later, summer of 2016, because I loved film so much, I actually applied to the film school at the University of Texas at Austin and got in, which was amazing. But funny thing is, 2 weeks into that program, I learned that I didn't really want to pursue Hollywood or the traditional film career path. I just knew there was something else to this story of mine. And that's because in the summer of 2016, I was still playing piano at this point, and I actually went on YouTube and was looking for new piano music to learn. So I typed in beautiful piano song on the YouTube search bar, and this song popped up called Piano Jam 2 by a guy named Kygo, and I had no idea who he was at the time, but I listened to that song and I absolutely fell in love with it. It's still one of my favorite piano songs to this day. So after hearing that, I watched a couple tutorials on how to play it and also just listened to it by ear, and I learned the song. After learning that song, I was actually interested to see if Kygo posted any other piano songs and just to hear his other music. So I actually went over to his SoundCloud page and listened to all his tropical house stuff, and I think he had one other piano jam song on there, which I absolutely liked. And that was my first exposure to tropical house, dance EDM music. Just opened up a whole new world for me, which was really cool. After listening to his music, I went to YouTube and actually found an interview of him. And in that interview, he basically said how he made his music. And he said he uses a program called Logic, and he uses a piano to write all of his melodies and record his music into the software. So I was like, huh, well, I've been playing piano for an entire year. I have GarageBand on my computer. I should probably try making my first track. And that's exactly what I did. That summer of 2016, I made my first track in GarageBand. It was absolutely terrible, but I had a fun time making it. And I knew that if I kept at it, I would eventually get better. And so that's why 2 weeks into the fall semester at UT Austin, I was like, I don't think I want to go the traditional film path anymore. I think I want to somehow turn this music production thing into a career while somehow combining my passion for making videos on YouTube. And so it was at this point where I really started to focus on music production more than making YouTube videos and learning about film. Like, I just really wanted to focus all my energy on perfecting my craft and making music, writing songs, song arrangement, and all that stuff. And so there came a point actually where I was like, man, what type of music do I make? You know, because there's country, rap, pop, EDM, and so many other genres out there in the world. And so after doing a lot of listening to music, I actually listened to one of my favorite songs at the time, which is now my current favorite song, and it was A Sky Full of Stars by Coldplay. When I listened to that song, I absolutely fell in love with it. Like, just listening to the melodies and the way that it sounds and the arrangement of it literally just makes me feel so happy and ecstatic, and it's just like, it's just so fun and energetic, and I absolutely love listening to that song. Like, I absolutely never get tired of listening to it. And after seeing a music video of how people reacted to that song and how it made them feel, I was like, this is what I want to do. This is the type of music I want to make, and this is what I want to do in my life. And so from the fall semester of 2016 to when I graduated in December of 2018, I basically just spent the majority of my time learning music production and how to write songs and like how to make amazing music, which was amazing. Ever since then, I actually partnered with my sister and we released a couple of songs under her name. And that was like a big project that we worked on in 2019 and for a part of 2020. But then towards the end of 2020, around November or December, something just hit me to where I was like, you know, I should start a YouTube channel, or at least start taking one seriously. Just because throughout, you know, the years of while I was at college, I did upload a couple of videos, but it was very sporadically as I was mainly focused on music. But in December of 2020, I was like, you know what? I'm actually gonna start taking YouTube seriously and just see where this goes. Like, literally, that was just 6 months ago, and I was at 285 subs, and now I'm at over 10,000, which is just, like I said already, insane. I've got a lot of new videos coming out for you guys. I've got actually new music coming out for you guys as well. I'm currently working on my new single that will actually be released under the Valles name. And so hopefully I can have that out by the end of summer. Although it's a little tough trying to figure out exactly when a single will be out, but hopefully by the end of summer it'll be out. If I can impact one person with my music or the videos I make, that would just mean the absolute world to me, as well as inspiring others to go ahead and chase their dreams. Like, while I'm chasing my dreams, I hope to be inspiring you guys to chase your dreams. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much how I got into making YouTube videos and how I got into music production. And I'm just getting started on this journey, so I'm excited to see where it will go and how this community of people will build. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna end the video here. Take it easy, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right.